All right, come on in, have a seat. I've been getting a ton of questions about this topic lately, both in my practice and just, well, all over the internet. It's one of those things you see everywhere, right? So it's totally normal to be curious about it. Let's dive in and clear things up.
Yeah, that is a fantastic question. And believe me, you are definitely not the only one asking. You see these videos, and there are literally millions of them out there. It feels like ASMR went from this weird little internet thing to a huge phenomenon almost overnight. It can seem a little strange, maybe even a bit odd at first, so let's really break down what's actually happening here.
Okay, so the full textbook name for it is Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Yeah, it's a real mouthful, I know. That's why everyone just calls it ASMR. But all that fancy language is really just describing a very specific physical feeling. That tingly, almost static-like sensation that some people get when they see or hear certain things.
So what does it actually feel like? Well, the people who experience it say it's this incredibly relaxing, calming sensation. Some even say it makes them feel sleepy. It usually starts at the top of your head, on your scalp, or maybe the back of your neck, and then it can kind of just wash down your spine. It's different from regular goosebumps, though. This is a genuinely pleasant feeling, which, is the whole reason people actively look for these videos.
Okay, so that naturally leads to the next question. What's causing this feeling? Where does it come from? Well, it's set off by what we call triggers. Think of them like little switches. They can be sounds, they can be sights. Really, it's a whole range of things. But here's the really crucial part. Not everyone experiences ASMR. And even for those who do, what works for one person might do absolutely nothing for someone else. It's super personal.
Let's take a look at some of the most common triggers. You'll see pretty quickly that it's a mix of things you hear and things you see. We're talking about stuff like whispering or soft speaking. You hear that a lot. Tapping sounds like on a keyboard or a desk. Even just watching someone do something very slowly and carefully. What's so fascinating to me is that you don't need any physical touch at all to create what feels like a real physical sensation on your skin. It's all in the perception.
And the sheer scale of this whole thing is, well, it's just staggering. We're talking about more than 13 million ASMR videos online. Just let that number sink in. This isn't some tiny, obscure corner of the internet anymore. Oh no, it's a massive global community of people making and watching these videos, all centered around these very specific sensory triggers. Which, of course, brings us to the most important question of all, right? The big one. Does it actually work? I mean, beyond just feeling good, does it do anything for you? Let's really dig in and separate what people say it does from what the science actually shows. So first things first, let's just listen to what the community is saying. If you go online, you'll find just endless stories. Countless people report that they use ASMR to help manage their stress, to get some relief from chronic pain, or just to help them fall asleep at night. For a lot of folks, it's become a go-to part of their daily wellness routine. Now, from a scientific perspective, personal stories are one thing, but we need data, we need evidence. And well, there is some early research to look at. A couple of studies found something pretty interesting. They found that for people who actually experience ASMR, watching these videos can physically slow down their heart rate. That's a measurable physical response. It's actually pretty similar to what we see with other proven relaxation techniques, like mindfulness meditation. So yeah, we know for a fact that something real is happening in the body.
But, and this is a really, really important but, we have to be very careful here. We need to be honest about the limits of what the science tells us. A neuroscience researcher, Dr. David Warren, put it perfectly. He said, basically, is there hard proof that ASMR can reliably change your mood or have any lasting effects on mental health? And the answer, right now, is no, there isn't. Seeing a temporary physical response is one thing. Claiming it's a long-term treatment is a whole different ballgame.
So let's just recap, right? Let's put it all on the table. Here's what we know. It can cause a real physical response. It can temporarily lower your heart rate, and we've seen on brain scans that it stimulates brain activity. That's the no column. But then there's the don't know yet column, and it's a big one. We have no idea if it has lasting mental health benefits We don't know what its true therapeutic potential really is, and maybe the biggest mystery of all, we still don't know why some people feel it and others don't. Lots of big question marks remain.
So here's my take on it. ASMR is a real, genuine, physiological thing. It is not just all in your head. People are definitely feeling something. But we are at the very, very beginning of understanding it. We're on page 1 of a very long book. A lot more research needs to be done before any doctor can responsibly say, yes, this is a treatment for insomnia or anxiety or depression. We're just not there yet.
So we come back to you. The final question, should ASMR be a tool in your personal wellness kit? And my answer to that is maybe. It depends. If you're one of the people who gets that pleasant, relaxing tingle from it, then by all means, there's probably